Ladies and gentlemen, all courtesies observed, and many thanks to the UNEP Finance Initiative for inviting me to address this global roundtable. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't have a healthy planet without a healthy ocean. And in any global discussion on biodiversity's plight, the ocean must be front and center. Why? Because the ocean hosts the great majority of biodiversity, in other words, life, on this planet. I'm sure you know by now that the ocean's health is in deep trouble. Its ailments of acidification and deoxygenation and warming are principally due to our burgeoning levels of anthropogenic greenhouse gases, but also due to our long-standing harmful fisheries practices and policies, our wanton destruction of natural habitats, and our unconscionable levels of pollution. To reverse that decline in the ocean's health, we have to implement SDG 14's principles of sustainability, at the heart of which is the sustainable blue economy. We can no longer pollute the ocean with impunity, destroy its natural habitats and ecosystems without repercussions. Nor can we exercise harmful fisheries practices and other damaging extractive activities without serious consequences for people and planet. These are not idle words. They are the environmental and humanitarian imperative of our times. And ladies and gentlemen, they are also an economic necessity. Degrading ocean health undermines the very foundations of our market economies. Since the global financial system is intimately linked to the ocean through financing and insuring of marine industries like shipping and energy and seafood and tourism, for existential reasons, financial institutions cannot ignore the enormous impact their activities have on the ocean's health. But rather than seeing this through the lens of an economic imperative, I urge banks and insurers and investors to think of the situation as an economic opportunity and to recognize the major role they can play in financing the transition to a sustainable blue economy. It's very gratifying to see all the work now being done by so many trusted institutions and organizations in favor of the development of the sustainable blue economy. And I think of the World Bank's Pro-Blue Multi-Donor Trust Fund to support sustainable and integrated development of marine resources, and of the Asian Development Bank's $5 billion action plan for a healthy ocean and sustainable blue economy. I think of the expert reports emanating from the high-level panel for a sustainable ocean economy, from the OECD and from the Friends of Ocean Action, the Commonwealth, UN Global Compact and the UN system. I could go on, bring in all the findings of NGOs and science and business, but let me just express how encouraging it is that they all broadly converge on ocean action areas that are so readily attainable over the decade ahead. Offshore renewable energy is one of the stars of the show, along with the greening of shipping, coastal and marine habitat protection, exponential expansion of sustainable aquaculture, and new types of marine-sourced nutrition, along with investment in sewage and wastewater infrastructure for coastal communities, and underlying it all, comprehensive science-based marine spatial plans. The results of all this good work will be distilled next year in Lisbon at the UN Ocean Conference, and we will advance into the decade in which we expect science-based action to help us attain all of the targets we set ourselves in SDG 14's goal of conserving and sustainably using the ocean's resources. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll conclude my words by commending the UNEP Finance Initiative for its assistance to policymakers in getting to the sustainable, resilient, and inclusive ocean economy we so badly need. The UNEP Finance Initiative hosts the Sustainable Blue Economy Finance Principles, thereby providing a gold standard framework for ocean financing and investment. Applying the Sustainable Blue Economy Principles will ensure that ocean finance is always delivered with sustainability at its core, so that profitability goes hand in hand with environmental and social stewardship. Thus, on behalf of the ocean's well-being, I call on financial institutions to take action, and for a solid start, I urge them to sign the Sustainable Blue Economy Finance Principles and to actively engage with UNEP's Sustainable Blue Economy Finance Initiative. I thank you for your kind attention to my words.